Hey all. I think I said hello the first time before actually going live. Anyway, let's see if I can string together a few wins today. I mean, this is obviously a bit of a gift, but I'll see from there. Let's hope we can at least stick it. It's annoying being back in Arcane. I think this is the right call. Aiden. When I messaged on Discord? Hmm? Oh. Just because I was around? That's funny. Hmm. Okay. We didn't see any of our serpent counters. I guess I saw Mojo early and declined to draft him, so that's not fair. I could have grabbed Mojo. I think I can survive a throw round. What are you giving me the sad hella for? You placed Enchantress. Yeah, at least it's a duped for sure. Hey, Black Hole. Come here. Alright, throw. Thank you. Slightly slower, but good. Why did they use Serpent on offense? Are they throwing? Like, I don't mind. I need points, but I like to feel like I earned it. Hey, Slinger. I'm doing good. I had a good weekend. Dracula was Sate and Frankencastle was Eclipse, right? It's a good pair. Very interesting gameplay for both of them. Really weird. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but that's one of those, like, that's a textbook short form thinking, Aiden, because you accept that you lost that round. I have Spider-Woman versus Enchantress, and you hold the best defender you have relative to my options. It just didn't make sense. Oh well, I'll take it. Nice, Slinger. Congrats. Excuse me. Yeah, there we go. Jesus. As the usual problem goes, I have no idea who to ban. This meta's really been kicking my butt. I hope I feel like I line up better for the next one, but c'est la vie. Who was Sate's most recent? I'm drawing a blank at the moment, too. Because Zola was pretty recent for them. They also did Prowler, but I think there was somebody else. I'd have to pull up the list, but I don't have time to do that right now. I didn't pick up much in the way of defenders, did I? Every time. Every time someone leaves Nico open, they get theirs and I don't get mine. They don't pick her. Disrespect. A pretty miserable last round, too. Okay, let's see what we got. I honestly have no idea, Ghost. I didn't code it. Bro! Okay. Just come here. Let me hit you. Thank you. Dang it. This is not going well. Like, this fight was so winnable. And then I'm playing the slowest Sinister fight of all time. Hey, Jency, how's it going, man? Thank you for getting hit. I appreciate you. It makes sense, Singer. Those are all three quite good. Bit of a risk. Would have preferred Deathless Thanos, so that's unfortunate. Well, speaking of risks... That's a weird one. Man. That was my fault. I really thought I had more time on that. Ah, tisk tisk. Okay. I'm shocked they took that little damage. Like, that's getting lucky on so many nullify triggers. If I had drafted more defenders, then we would have been okay, because I just could have used long shot against Domino. That works well, but yep. Amazing timing on that. Let me wait until the prompt expires, and then I'll throw the special, so I get the maximum payout from Rich Get Richer. You jerk. No! No! I got the anti-life field, but at what cost? A heavy cost is the answer. Ugh! I really do think we could win this one, but it requires me playing better than this. Thank God he didn't have enough energy for Armor Shatter. Yep, that was a risk. Well, at least he's dead. Okay. I need to play better. Morning, Sin. Walking Elijah. That special 3 takes forever. Yeah. Well, not off to a good start. First real opponent immediately lost. I know the debilitate means that you... See... That's probably fine. That means they were really on top of the special 2, or the special 1 dexes then. Or even though they were winning Rich Get Richer, managed to push to special 2 every time. Both of those surprised me with just how fast and healthy they are. That's a Sig 200 long shot. Like, I needed to play better. I earned that loss, but that's a little on the line. Pardon me for a second? Just making a note. Because otherwise I won't remember to go back to a name I can't pronounce. Can't pronounce is kind of selling it short. I can't read. Yeah, the time on the Serpent does not surprise me even. 100% with no damage from special attacks at all surprises me a little bit. If I was someone else, I would move on. But I have the ability to look at how much this particular opponent has been reported and make a note of it, and so I'm going to check. Okay. Looks pretty clean, honestly. Cool. I'll leave them. If they come up, they come up. For anyone worrying about me being too salty, I don't have ban permissions anyway. No problem, Blazy. Yeah, I mean that's the thing about long shot on defense is that your opponent can always just get lucky. I've had it happen a fair amount, Slinger. I agree that it's stupid, but that doesn't stop everyone. Hey, Cat, how's it going? Welcome, Brennan. Don't like this draft. Which, what else is new? I really don't like them having Photon and Jess. Good luck on your next pull, Clobs. Nice on that. slow and steady on that one. I was pretty sure I just needed to not die. I don't think Galen needs the dupe that much. It certainly helps. I'd probably take him up anyway. I have to win this one. I mean, I have an alternative for next round if I need it, but... Many, many people, Retin. I'm not gonna list the whole list. Come on. Bro! I hate Shocker's animation so much. The just get up and light from exactly the right distance away. God, I really hope that doesn't. Yep, that does it. That's the difference. We had it on time. Goodman, I'm going to need you to never try and ask those kinds of questions again. Thank you. If I knew, I wouldn't be allowed to talk about it, and I don't know because it's not the kind of thing that's figured out ahead of time. Don't try and get that kind of information from me, please. Is that aimed at me, Images? Because I don't really think it is. Yeah, I should have just thrown it. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shocker fight was rough. Yeah, here we frickin' go. All right, back down to 0 points. It's felt a bit RNG, but I know I must be making mistakes in who I prioritize in the draft, or I should swap somebody out or something, and I'm not seeing it. Not seeing the swaps I need to. Actually, I can drop Patriot. I haven't been using him as much, and Shang-Chi's been covering the photons. Now I have a Koye. Cole is nuts, but he hasn't been doing good work for me, so I feel like I could probably just drop him for, like, Angelo. Nice, Harry. Never really a bad time. Yeah, like, Samurai is theoretically for Yelena, but I haven't ended up doing that. Yes, Menelaus, that's exactly why. Slow is ability accuracy reduction, and Bullseye's killer instinct does not listen to ability accuracy reduction. You've been around before, Barbarian. I've declined to answer things like that. You did word it how Sim read it. Put in the Enchantress. Freaking everybody is running Jess. Isn't she basically free? I'm willing to try it. It's not like I'm doing well. I have been considering the Shatra. Well, if you're gonna get all nihilist on me, Dab, then makes it a little bit hard to take your advice directly. Yeah, well, I've got a rank 4 Jess, and she helps a lot, Canuck, so I don't know that I really want to do that. Yeah, I think I will drop High Evolutionary. I agree there. Yeah, this is what I'm rolling right now. I've thought about dropping Hood, but I also feel like I'm probably just not drafting him where I should. I don't know. Because theoretically, he's great for this meta. Buffs of his own removes the opponent's. I'm also going to be right back. So there's one more look at the top row. There's the bottom row, and I'll be right back. Need to use restroom. Apologies. I had the audacity to pick up my iPad and reposition it on the way out. All right, now I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Does Joaquin actually feel good, Kat? I was worried that it wouldn't feel like he had enough power. I know the slow's good. Thus does make sense. I haven't really been using her either way. I don't think I'm taking Kushala out, but I appreciate the thought. I've been using her. And yeah, I Chavez at rank 3 doesn't feel great to me. I don't know. Doesn't Spiral have the same problem as Kushala, though? She has no native buffs and she puts buffs on the opponent because she has Destroy, not Nullify. So I'm a little skeptical of that. Is my Onslaught really only Sig 40? I need to Sig him. Mm. I tend to ban attackers specifically. And I expect them to ban Nico unless they have a rank 4. Often Serpent, sometimes Longshot, sometimes Dark Phoenix. It's been pretty varied. Sometimes Jean. I'll try Joaquin. If he's too slow, we can always drop him again. No to Captain Britain. I've got a rank 2 gentle I've thought about taking further. I'll try the Kushala swap, but y'all have me nervous as all heck. Don't like dropping my rank 4s where I can avoid it. I've not been using Viv. I was wondering about that as well. She doesn't stall super well. Is she just feeling fast enough? I guess she has just enough defensive potential. I could drop Iron Man for her. Because Iron Man is amazing sometimes, but then is a wet piece of tissue paper others. Gallon has felt slow, but he is useful. I literally just took him out, Goodman. High Evolutionary has not been doing anything particularly special. Not really, Bleezy. You just throw it. The special 2 does so much. I just added Mojo, Aiden, so I'm open to that. But is your concern just going to special 3 with him? So it's slowing things? I'm down to try Venom. Okay, we are at 30. I can try this for a little bit. Gotcha, Aiden. I mean, we can try it, Cat. We can always drop him. I guess my Tigra's banned a fair amount because I haven't seen her in a while. Bans against me are pretty uneven outside of Nico, which I think is just kind of expected. Might as well start with the big man. Hey, Secret, how's it going, man? I didn't even hear them pick Penny. Yeah, not a great draft for our opponent. This is not one of the scarier decks I've seen today, though, in fairness. Hey, Cyber. That's my fault. Remember that auto block is dumb. Always remember that auto block is dumb. Wait, the tactic wasn't set up to accommodate for special 3? Come on. That's very annoying. I mean, you absolutely can have this discussion about war images, but I understand that there's a very small number of people who really dig into war at that level. So I take your point. Fine. Get it down. That was my fault. Didn't mean to use a medium. I'll take it. Yeah. It's also because of the competitive nature of it. People just don't do it that way. Oh, okay. So I should have done the special 3 immediately and not the special 2. Reminder, if I get flooded, special 3. For that one matchup, anyway. But also, just that opening was some nonsense. And I should have expected it and phase 2 into the block. Just something to remember. Yeah. Alright, I think we're going back down to 0 points, but this felt more my fault than the previous one. You know, my fault and the person who jinxed me. You know what? I wasn't thinking about the bleed immunity trigger on the special one because it's 5. That's my fault. Alright. You learn lessons. Nah, I don't think so, Cat. I'm putting that on Canuck. uh, as long as it either takes me to get to 100 or to fully crash out from low blood sugar. We'll see. I'll take that. Yes, Tigra can do Dusk, but that requires me to be more confident in my Tigra versus Dusk. And if I had played that long shot fight better, then I just would have flat out won that. And Battlegrounds is also about what you can trust yourself to do and what you have practiced, right? And, you know, there's times for practice, but I don't think round 3, when your opponent has a good matchup, is when I need to, like, take one unsafe thing over another thing that should have done it, but just didn't get there today. Noted. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jaden, I mean, the comic accurate thing is one of the biggest, right? Like, I know a lot of people love to complain about literally any weakness in a character, but sometimes, like, sometimes you have to let the designers cook, right? And Gentle canonically hurts himself when he gets too strong. It was like the most obvious, yes, we should do this, that I remember anyone running into in a long time. And so why would we not? You know? Like, I can get into it more than that, right? Like, it's, it was tuned higher because of the self-damage. It's completely avoidable if you want to opt out of it, like, etc., etc., etc. There are a bunch of things that make it not too bad. But ultimately, like, everything else just flows outward from it was a flavor choice. It's on gentle because it was a flavor choice and because it makes a ton of sense to be on gentle. And from there we just designed it into a place that feels as good as it can, right? That's a very possible Okoye fight, but I don't think Longshot lines up well in this draft. I'm continuing to run into Hood problems, and it's not because I don't think he'd be a good attacker. He would have been excellent if that Hulkling ever went on defense. Would have hit Scream pretty well, too. It's more just that because Hood has no defensive value, I find myself not drafting him, which is funny because Shathra has, like, no defensive value either, but she's just a little bit better on offense. I shouldn't do this. Who should I do? I should do this. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that makes sense, Aiden. Ain't secret. I know how to do some of the fights. Just so out of practice and everything at Battlegrounds. I feel like a basketball player playing football. Like, I have some applicable skills, but Jesus. Yeah, it is that party. Absolutely. Because I had the thought. I was like, this special 2 probably kills. But I also, with how well Serpent can do Gene, I was like, I know I don't need to finish it here. Because if I'm wrong and I need one more tick of corrosion and I eat a special 3 and that makes, like, takes me down to 60% and I lose because of that, then that is a gigantic throw on my part, right? Yeah, you're right. But I am in a place where I need the wins now, Aiden. Like, I do risk it for the biscuit sometimes. But I very much reserve the right to not in places. Like that, I totally get what you're saying. There are places where I should and I don't. But I'm pretty comfortable with that particular choice that you mentioned. Yeah, it definitely did, Jaden. The trade-off for for taking the self-damage is 60% daunted, right? It's like it's a massive, massive increase on the damage. Or is it more than 60%? I don't remember. Have you not heard that yet, Secret? It's more common in the South. Or no, because you've been in the South. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. For sure, Aiden. And I know my judgment calls aren't where they need to be yet. Part of why I'm trying to push through and play more today. Oh, it was going to potentially take Hood out. See, that's the other thing. I also just keep beating my head against the wall, and I shouldn't do that. All right, R4 Okoye out of there. Carolina out of there. And then probably Jugs. Yeah. Toodles. All right, what weapons are you leaving me? I know Nico's gone. Ooh, Nico is not gone. They went straight for the Cosmics. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I want Tigra, but I'm taking Shocker because of the way things are currently lining up. The Trisket. That's funny. Hey, Leroy, how's it going, man? I don't know that Spiral was the correct choice there. I probably should have taken Chavez. Yeah, Brisket is a valid substitution for sure. Alright, I guess we're doing this. I don't love this draft. Again, for different reasons. Yeah, Aiden is outlining the math on Gentle as to why the damage is worth it. Yeah, it's because the debuff siphoner happens a split second later than the others. Oh, that's unfortunate. Um, and it's for recoil reasons. That's really annoying. Oh, dang it. That's fine. Worth it. Yeah, I know that was a throw round for them, but I don't care. I didn't want to give them any room. I think Gallon's going down. Nico's fast enough for Skull, and if they place Kushala, then fine, they place Kushala. Yeah, it makes sense, Black Hole. I mean, they could potentially win with Ham, but I like my odds. Yeah, no, they did well. Wait, what? Oh, come on. Elgato, come back. Very annoying. I am cooking this too. Yep, dead at 118. So rude. Hey, Robbie, it's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Yep. It was a pretty clean one, Secret. Skull only threw one special one, and I did, I probably didn't have to, but I did a single light to close the distance and heavy counter it. And then I heavy canceled into the special one I had because of that, and so I ended up just throwing three special ones, and that was enough. Comboed into the last one. I hate the finishing blows. I hate them so much in general, but especially when it's Fight Saga opponents. Like, it's the live ops person responsible already apologized because they didn't realize that you couldn't clearly see where Saga defenders are. So like it'll be improved on, but God, is it annoying for now. All right, well Zola's out because theirs is bigger than mine. Jugs is out. Say it with me, class. And don't know. Bulk. Oh yeah, maybe after this next one, I'll actually remember to take Hood out. I don't know, Aiden, because every time people pretend, like, fool themselves that people won't end up just using practice mode. I don't have an answer. I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't like them. Like, I think omitting practice mode is a good standard when the objectives themselves are likely to come up during your standard gameplay, right? Small risk here. Figured that was coming. Yeah, no. This was dumb all over the place. I don't know why I put just down. Huge tactical error. Let it be in chat. I don't need to... Cool. Alright, I'm patting myself on the back one for that. I earned that. No, it's okay, Hayden. It's just when I know I made the wrong call, I don't need to hear it for the next several messages. Oh. But I did rescue that one. What? Speaking of risking it. Like, we potentially lose to the bullseye next round, but this feels worth it. I feel like the pre-fights have been less responsive lately, and it's really annoying me. Should have immediately thrown another heavy. That's something I need to get more used to with Serpent. Ghost Rider in general for Nico, it has the most direct benefits, but you could very easily use a stat cast and get good results out of it. I'm not doing that today, Mike. Thanks, Lee. So a slight complaint, Cedra, because I know this is a common sentence construction, and so I mean this with only the smallest amount of complaint. I don't like when people ask if, quote, there has been any thought towards blank, because, like, the answer is almost always yes. Somebody has thought of it, it has come up somewhere. But that is, like, not a useful metric in live service game design because it doesn't matter if somebody has thought of something. What matters is, like, has there been time to do it right relative to what else is happening, um, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, has it been approved and fleshed out? Is kind of the only question that matters for most things. Has there been thought towards it? Is like, sure, but yeah, but like it's the same thing, Cedra. Like, yes, it's there's been thought towards it, but that doesn't yeah, it just it doesn't mean anything. So I understand why you were asking the way you were. So again, I mean that with only a little bit of pushback, but it yeah. Yes, Vibranium. I played for a good 7 or 8 years before I started. I've been meaning to do this for a while. I think that's how many I need. For now, I'll just do the one. I guess that was over it slightly. That's fine. Take it one step at a time. And in this case, it doesn't cost me a dime. Okay, so we need 4 mutant. We should be able to do that. Sorry, cat. Ooh. Any chance? Nope. Okay, that's enough of that. Actually, real quick. Glory, let me do anything else. Okay, that gets me there. Even though I don't normally buy that much, but that'll save a little bit. Same. Now we only need to do one of each of these. Oh, I'm maxed on the Trader's Outpost for now, but I appreciate it. Because that is a good shout, and I would have looked if I hadn't looked yesterday and known that I was full. I've been wanting to do this for a while. All right, the mutants are easy. Let me double check the inflection point. All right, so this will be, excuse me, 6.5% cheaper. Because offensively, that's what I care about. Yeah, that scales pretty well. I'm gonna go to Sig 100. All right. And then I have the right relic on him, right? Because it's the... Did I miss him? Yeah, I did. Yes. That Magneto 7-star. Cool. Hey, Cream Cheese, how's it going, man? All right, hood out. There's no in. Look away for a second. Crush is not a mutant ability, no, Harry. If anything, Unblockable is more mutant. Can I ask why you associate Crush? Oh, it's because of Onslaught. You associate it with mutant because of Onslaught. I mean, it first appeared on Cassie, I think. Or no, it was Jessica, right? Then Kate, then Cassie. Because I know Kate copied it. Yeah, Jess, Kate, Cassie, and then I think Onslaught later. Oh, then probably. Did Silk end up using it? Is that on her special too? I don't remember. It's been a while. Thanks so much for the membership gift, Leroy. I appreciate you a lot, man. uh, very much appreciate that. But yeah, okay, I guess we were getting an Amazon drop off today. It was just loud outside. But yeah, Crush matters specifically for MODOK with the way his auto block works. Could it maybe have been an unblockable and just not gone after MODOK? Possibly, but see how it works. It's an interesting kit. I'm not going to say any more for the moment because we have to see how it shakes out. We'll talk about it soon, Secret. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little old for based as well, Brendan, but my understanding of it is that it's not just like a good thing, it's like respect for something that is a little off the beaten path. Like, oh, you are slightly brave for saying that, but also I think that that is cool and or correct. I feel stupid for this, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, I don't agree with that at all, Harry. Like, is unblockable a mutant ability just because there are techs that can block unblockable, or is it something that's shown up in a bunch of different classes? I do see what you mean, but I wouldn't hold to that. Probably just grab gallons so we don't have to worry about it at all. Was Cassie before Kate? I thought Cassie was 2 months after Kate. Am I mixing up? We are really not grabbing any domino counters, are we? Let me just put in my rank 4 Viv. That's another domino counter. Then I don't have to ban domino. Wait, where's Viv? Cassie was February. Okay, I was associating that with April, but now I'm remembering that was the Shocker build. Okay, I've officially been here long enough to forget where things go. I know this won't do anything. Dang it. I didn't mean to drop. Maybe I should have used Shathra here. That's okay. Not gonna get another combo in. Hey Jason, how's it going, man? I was just thinking about you. There's a chance we may end up in DC again next spring. Gonna try something. Celebrate by doing some AQ. Oh god, I left the path up. Oh, I was so good about the first part of it. I will. That's my fault. That was close. Nope. Just flat out a problem. You know what? No, that's my fault. I am gonna take him out because the slow actually isn't worth it relative to the fact that he doesn't get the dex buff. This fight would have gone just fine if I had had a bit more power. Okay. Yeah, and I still don't like his dash hit on Onslaught, but that's a separate reason. I've run into that before. Something about his medium feels bad. Very tight. My fault. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I've got a Luke. Oh, no, I'm not blaming the bird cat. He's still good. I don't regret taking him to rank 3. But, like, normally, I like him a lot as an Onslaught option because Onslaught has negative physical resist, and so the traumas do more damage. But Rich Get Richer is not his bag, I don't think. It's just too much of a power disadvantage when you don't even get it after specials for a little bit. Wait, no, how did... Ah, it's my fault for forgetting just how many she throws. I really thought it was one more. I hope some of this lag is showing up for y'all, because this feels atrocious. That's my fault. I feel like I'm playing underwater. My fault. Okay, I really gotta stop doing that. Cute Sim. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That one was on me and a little bit on the lag, but like I'm feeling better about this deck. The changes I've made are good ones. And I have domino counters in here. It's not like it's not fully my fault they didn't come through. Okay, but on that note, let's drop Joaquin without prejudice. He's been honorably discharged. And add Guardian, maybe? Yeah, Gallon probably would have done better. Do I add Guardian with a buff or Bastion without a buff? Opening this one up to the room. Has Hood been working well for you, Jason? I took him out earlier because I found myself just not drafting him offensively. Throw in Guardian for now based on that. Oops. I had Iron Man in and he just wasn't helping that much given the Cosmics people are running. I probably don't need Scream and Venom. I can drop one of them. No, Cole has not been doing work for me. I almost took him out earlier, and people were like, but Cole's OP! And, like, yeah, he's absolutely done great things for my opponent, but I don't think he's particularly important in my deck. Alright. I'm dropping Cole, and I'm going to commit to using Hood better. Because he's not worth a whole lot when a Koye is twice as fast as normal Dab. Is the main reason. Okay. I think I am going to call it here because it's at least roughly lunchtime. Um, so I'm going to go eat. I may come back. I lost that last one, but I'm feeling good. I feel like we're making progress. We are making progress on my inadequacies in general, but especially in this meta. But yeah, I'm going to go eat, and I will be back in a little bit. Thank you all for the help.